I wanted to do this video today to expose the whole cabal over planning and agriculture. So I had a visit from two planning officers, Matt Lundberg and his sidekick Karen, and they basically said that none of my buildings that are used for agricultural purposes on agricultural land that I own are no longer allowed, right? Not even chicken coops. And I was told by Matt that all the animals can stay, they're your animals, but all the buildings have to go. So you've got no buildings for hay, no buildings for food, no buildings for anything. That's what he said, right? The chickens can just roam free, right? But they're not allowed to have coops. That's what this Matt said. So the next thing, just down the road, my neighbour's brother Alan, right, had a visit from probably the same planning inspector, and they've got a cabin in the woods. The council said, "Oh, what do you use a cabin for?" And he said, "Oh, we just use it for cups of tea and stuff." Right? "Oh, okay then. Agricultural purposes, yeah. All right." This guy hasn't even got any animals. I've got a flock of sheep. You know, I've got chickens, right? This guy hasn't even got any animals. And the council has said, "Oh, you've got a cabin in the woodland, right? You're using it for agricultural purposes. Yes, it can stay, right?" I've got a neighbour up the road who's had a planning thing for ages. He's got no animals. He doesn't even use the land. He lives somewhere else, right? He's got a cabin on his land, and the council haven't decided after 5 years what's going to happen with it, right? They haven't done anything with it. This is the corrupt nature of planning. And there's a local planning person who works for a local solicitors company, right, who I asked for help. And this woman, she said, "Oh, I will help you." But then she sent me an email saying, "I can't help you because I work directly with the planning department at Carmarthenshire," right? So I've got to tell them everything. And she's a solicitor and she was meant to help me. This is how corrupt and bent the system is. Because I'm an outsider from South Wales and I speak a different type of Welsh than the West Walian, the amount of racism, and even I've been threatened by a local clerk for the local community council called Ronnie. I've got it on tape. This is how corrupt and racist the community is where I live. And I just wanted to point that out.